Today we are going to check out the clean tones of the Valeton GP200. My newest modeling unit is the Valeton GP200. I got it a couple of days ago and made a video already where I showed you some distortion tones which I created. And as I said in this video, I'm really impressed by the unit because in my opinion it sounds really good. But what I didn't address in the first video were the clean and the crunch tones. So I thought maybe some of you beautiful ladies are interested in clean crunch tones too. So yeah, today we will try to get a good clean or crunch tone out of that unit. And for that purpose I've opened the editor here, and yeah, I'm using my Harley Benton Fusion HSH Fusion 3 guitar, the beautiful rusted maple neck. As I found it now, maybe they installed something wrong here, because if I turn the volume knob all the way down, it's just working as or acting like a tone knob, but it's not reducing the volume at all. So maybe I have to send it back. Anyway, I don't know why I didn't recognize that before. So that's a clean tone on the neck pickup split mode. Let's add a little bit of delay. And here you can see the patch that I created. Basically, I don't use an amp, as always, with clean tones. Just using an equalizer and a little bit of chorus and compression. So here I'm using this silver compressor, based on the legendary Ross compressor, it says. I don't know anything about that. And I didn't adjust it at all. It just turned it on. But it seemed to work somehow. Then I'm using the chorus here, which is called the M chorus, multi-dimensional chorus, they say. Producing rich surrounding chorus sound, better playing with stereo sound systems. Well, that was one thing which I told you in the other video. One of the few points which could be improved in this unit is that it doesn't offer really many stereo effects. For example, the delays are mostly mono, except for one type, which is the ping pong delay. But the ping pong delay is just cutting the lows, which is something I don't like. Usually I would like to cut the highs in the delayed signal. And also one other thing which this unit is lacking is that you don't have distinct EQ controls in the delay block. For example, some have it. For example, here, maybe the vintage rack, you have a tone control where you can set it maybe to a darker mode. But most of the delays, they don't have it. But if you're interested in my general thoughts about that stereo thing and what is good and bad about that unit, please watch the other video. In short, I can say it's a great unit and it doesn't need that much tweaking. So out of the box, the amp models sound mostly great when you turn them on. And when you turn an amp model on, it's basically set to everything at 12 o'clock, as you can see here. This is an acoustic preamp, which you can also use, but maybe it's supposed to be used with acoustic guitars. So it has, as you can see here, 2 of these acoustic preamps. Let's check the other one. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit brighter. And what I usually do with the clean tones is I'm using an equalizer to shape the tone. I'm usually boosting the highs around 4 or 5K, as you can see here. Reduce the mids and also reduce the lows, which are maybe too much in an acoustic situation. And also what I do use is I use a lot of compression, especially when I'm playing live, because as you may know, the clean tones of the guitar are very dynamic. So if you're playing really soft, then it's a very low volume. And if you're playing very hard, then you got a volume boost. And that is usually not the case with this distorted tones. Distorted tones have basically all the same volume. And so therefore you need maybe compression in a live situation when using clean tones. Otherwise the front of house engineer will get nuts and turn your overall signal down, and then you will not be heard. I'm also using a hall reverb. If I turn it off, it sounds like that. Maybe we can check out the other reverbs. Shimmer is maybe something you would like to use. I don't know if you can hear it. It sounds a little bit artificial in the highs. If we set it. It doesn't sound that convincing, to be honest. What is sweet space? Okay. Deep C. It's kind of modulation reverb. Can you hear the detuning effect? Spring. Okay. Plate. And the plate reverb, we have the high damp. Okay. Yeah, usually I use the hall reverb because it's in most units it's the more or less darker reverb, so I like that. Don't like the reflection of a spring or plate reverb, something. Except for that, if you want that country tone. Okay, but this is my clean sound, and I've also dialed in a clean sound with a Vox amp. Here, maybe I can show you the amp models. Here you have the Vox type amps, Foxy 15 watt, maybe with the treble boost, 30, which I'm using now, and 30 watt with the treble boost, the Roland Jazz Chorus, and also here the Fenderish amps like the Deluxe, maybe the, what is that? Bassman, Tweet. And you have Mesa Lone Star, and also the high gain amps like the Bogners and the Soldanos, Angle. Here the UKs are the Marshalls. So you have a JTM 45 and Plexi. Flagman are Friedman amps. Mesas, dual rectifiers, vintage mode and modern mode. And bass and acoustic preamp. But yeah, please check out my other video about the high gain amps. So let's check out some other clean amps. Maybe first I will show you the here the IRs, which are not that much, especially compared to the XFX, which has maybe 2000 IRs. But to be honest, it's a little bit annoying if you have 2000 IRs and you have to scroll down and check every IR which maybe fits your taste. And here, as I found out, these IRs, which may be yeah, produced by Valeton, they sound okay. But here you have also third-party IRs, some York Audios, and also some called Gens. I don't know who made these and Sigma, but currently I'm using this one, and I can tell you these IRs, they are spot on. And they work with that with every amp usually, but maybe we can check out the IR that is supposed to work with the Vox amp here, maybe the Foxy 2 or something. You can get it very dark sounding and also very bright. The high gain amps, for example, they come with usually with a bass middle treble control, gain control, and a presence control. And there they sound great with everything at 12 o'clock. Overall, I found all of these amps, they sound good at the stock settings. Usually I don't play a Vox amp mods very often. I think I use this for maybe the U2-ish kind of. And yeah, it has a tap delay, which you can tap in with a button, also with an additional expression pedal. So let's check out some other amp models here. Maybe let's start with the Tweet. And also somewhere here in the settings you can turn on that the matching cab is always selected when you change an amp model. As you can see here, Tweet is now used with that amp. Let's turn off the delay. So I didn't tweak anything, as you can see here, except raising the gain a little bit. Maybe we can ask the, of course you can ask a boost in front of the amp. saturation effects here. What is that? Maybe it's let's try the rotor vibe. Chorus. Okay. With the tremolo. Combines flanger and tremolo in one. We don't want that. Just want a tremolo. A little bit too much. So it has the my bread and butter effects, which I need, the delays, choruses, compressors. Of course, these are in that price range. You don't find the effect quality like in the XFX, but they're definitely usable in my opinion. And if you're after good effects, then unfortunately maybe you have to get the more expensive ones like the Helix, the Kemper, or even the XFX if you can afford it. Anyway, let's check out some other clean amps. What is that? Fender Bassman? Fender Deluxe. Sweet distortion. What does it say? Sweet distortion is what so many guitarists appreciate and love with the Deluxe. The sweet distortion. Well, where is it? The sweet distortion. Maybe let's check out York Audio Deluxe Verb 1x12. Marshall. To be honest, I cannot tell you anything about how good they managed the character of the real amp, because I don't know the real amp. I played it here and there, but usually I don't play clean amps very often and very long. But from the high gain amps, I can say they really impressed me. So then, in my opinion, they nailed the character of every amp. You can hear definitely that it's a JCM 800 or a PV6505 or some other shit. So, well, let's check out this one, which is an amp where I couldn't find decent models except in maybe the Boss products, because it's a Roland Jazz Chorus. But all the other companies to try to model this, somehow they failed. It's very quiet here. Can raise the volume here. Right switch. Maybe we should try it out with a chorus. But to be honest, to be honest, I prefer my clean tone without an amp. If you want a yeah, really pristine clean tone. Also, one trick is keep an eye on the 250 Hz with cleans and also with distorted tones, because that can cause boominess, especially if you're playing very loud. So usually I tend to roll that off a little bit, which I did now. I have to save it. And well, that's it from me. I think this unit is definitely able to deliver great cleans and also great distorted tones. I don't have that much modeling units in that price range, only the Mower G200, Mower G300. And I have to say, the amp models here, I found them sound a little bit better than in the Mower products, and also the IRs. So it's easier to get a good live tone here. At bedroom volume, it's okay with all of these units, but I'm using these units live. And yeah. What is also very easy here is to get the sound which is similar to the Plini plugin, which is my favorite, yeah, maybe distorted tone. So if you want a unit which brings everything you need in a live situation and which is easy to dial in, this is maybe the way to go. Also the price, it's about 300 euro, which is ridiculous for a unit of that quality. It's made of metal, and you can play metal, you can play everything with it, I think. So yeah, maybe I will replace my Mower G300 with this unit. I don't know. It has also MIDI in and outs and an effects loop, so you can yeah, connect it with your other setup. I hope this helps you to get an impression of that thing. Please post the comments below and subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.